Hi, I'm making this video for the user that goes by SirArjun. I apologize if I don't have your username correctly. It's SirArjun. Now you had a comment about the Coinops. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple things here. And you said go ahead and keep it up, so I'm going to show you a couple things, different things I've done with different versions of Coinops and other things. So let's start off with the one that I showed. I apologize if the picture's not that great. I really do apologize. I'm trying to get everything on the camera, and so I hope you can see everything. Coinops Legends. Alright, that's what I showed. So that is the only thing on this flash drive. Well, when you download Coinops, they have different versions. They have like solo or single versions. Basically, they're called standalone versions. And I'm going to go over some of that with you today. Now, I'm not going to start Legends here because I've already shown this. Now, I do have Coinop Legends on this flash drive. It's 64 gigabyte. Let's go with a smaller flash drive. This is a 16 gigabyte flash drive. See if I can get it to go in. It's a real pain. I'm trying to get everything in while not being able to see anything. Now on this one, you see, if you can, I hope you can, it says Game Gear and it says Genesis RA. Now both of these are different versions of Coinops. They're single or standalone versions. They're both installed on the same flash drive. And I am using this controller. Now, I will say one thing about Coinops as soon as it goes ahead and loads. Right here, you're going to hear that. Now, I am leaving it on so you can hear the distortion. Right? Let's go back. Now, you can hear the distortion. Now, the way these are set up, you need X input sound or something like that. I have not found a way to change that. So some Coinops versions, the sound will be like that. But I have discovered something that works much better. I will tell you about that. Now let's go to Genesis. Now I'm keeping the sound on. Hopefully I don't get copyright striked or banned. You can see I am moving around looking for something specific. Now you hear that? That is the distortion. It's the way these programs are made. Okay, now the game works fine, but on the audio, see how it plays fine here? But a lot of these standalone versions, even a lot of Coinops versions, are like this. Let's eject this. Now this has Game Gear and Genesis on a single flash drive. It is on a 16 gigabyte flash drive. It has 5.7 gigabytes free. Let's go to something else. This is, I believe, a 16. It could be a 32. You know what? We'll find out. I'm not going to open this yet. It is a 16 gigabyte flash drive. Alright, this has N64, NES, and Super NES. All these are the standalone versions. I am just looking for something that I know. I kind of know this. Listen to the sound. Okay, the reason these are doing this is because the sound drivers and the DirectX drivers, and it could be your sound card or your sound chipset. I have not found a way to clear this up. A lot of people have issues with this. Now that was Super Nintendo. Let's go to NES. So you can install more than one if you download the standalone versions. And you can see that on some of these, the emulation is very slow. A lot of things have to do with your hardware. It could also depend on the flash drive you're using. Now here's 64. Now remember, all of these are standalone versions. So if you want to play these games and you don't mind the sound being distorted, this is the way to go. You hear it? Now you hear the sound? Now I'm not even going to start this because that's annoying as hell. Now here's perfect. Now a lot of people online say you're missing stuff from DirectX 9, 10, or 11. Depends on the operating system you're trying to use. You may not be able to use 10 or 11, or you may not be able to use 11 at all. Anyway, these are standalone versions. You're more than welcome to download them and try them. Once again, this is on a 16 gigabyte flash drive. These are all standalone versions of Coinops. Nintendo 64, NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, and Super Nintendo. Let's go back here. Now, I have found that Coinops itself, most Coinops versions do have bad sound, depending on what you're trying to play. Once again, this had Sega Game Gear and Sega Genesis, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo 64 on this one. This had Coinops Legends on this one. This is the one I already showed. Here's something new. You do get this off the Arcade Punk's website. If I got the right flash drive here. Now you can see this is really large. This is a 60 gigabyte flash drive. And it is in the red. There's only 1.72 gigabytes of space left on this flash drive. A 60 gig. This is Forgotten Worlds. It's ATARASHII Gems. So look for Forgotten Worlds. And one thing I did discover is the X input error will come up, but it plays just fine with the controller. Let me show you. Let's go. All playlist. See right there, such and such deal. Alright, down here you can see this is from Sega. Let's go down here to consoles. Let me mute that because I don't want to get a copyright strike until I, start something for you. This has a lot of different stuff. It is not really... Alright, let's try this one. It is really loud. Ouch, I died. Okay, let's get out of this. Now I'm just hitting, once again, sorry, I hit a wrong button here. I hit my internet button. Oh, come on. I was trying to hit my sound button. I apologize. I hit my internet button. Now, the way this is arranged, I really don't care for this a whole lot, but it has quite a bit of games. Now, you see the sound works much better on this version. Now, you do get this off of Arcade Punks, which is the same place you get the Coinops. Let me see, beat 'em ups. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing down on the D-pad to scroll down to different things like Fight Club, Shoot 'em Up, Racer, and then you push left or right to go to the games. Oh, I remember that game. Now, I'm personally not into racing games, but down here it tells you this is from Namco. This is from Namco, Sega, Capcom. Alright, let's get out of here. See right there, the X input deal. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about none of this. And apparently it's something beats on here. I don't know. This is Forgotten Worlds, all playlists. Forgotten Worlds Micro. I don't know what the difference is. But this is a very, very large. I mean, it's possible it's the same games or old games. Yeah, it looks like it's, well, I don't know. Never. Yeah, this has Bionic Commando, the original. Let's see. Oh, I saw Contra there for a second. There's Contra, Hardcore, Contra 3, Donkey Kong Country. There's Echo for Sega Genesis. Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. Revenge of Shinobi. That's on Sega Genesis. Shinobi 3, Sega Genesis. Sonic, of course, is on Sega. Sonic 3. Castlevania 4. SNES. Super Mario, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Alright. Now, I want you to understand something. These are very, very large downloads. Now, I'm going to try to get this in a second. I can't enlarge it. I apologize. This is the smallest file that of the Forgotten Worlds that I could find that would actually download. It is huge. Not as big as some of the other ones. Now, I am actually making a larger Forgotten Worlds. This is the ATARASHII. It says Forgotten Worlds ATARASHII, I believe. So it's Forgotten Worlds ATARASHII. And this is the Gems version. Now, this took a couple hours literally to get on this flash drive. It is, I believe it's about 37 or 38 gigabytes before it's extracted or installed. I could be wrong. But I am doing another version over here on my laptop right now. This gigantic. It's massive. And I still have 2 hours and 19 minutes to actually put that on something. Now, I do not have a flash drive big enough for that, so I am putting it on a 500 gigabyte hard drive through my docking station. But look for the Forgotten Worlds. Get the ones for the PC. You can tell the sound is much better. The emulation is way better than any version of Coinops, including the Legends. So, if you're interested in some of these games, this is the way to do it. Look for Forgotten Worlds. Whichever ones you can download that you can fit on a flash drive. Like I said, the smallest one I could find that would actually download. I did have to use torrents to download these, but the smallest one I could find that would actually download was, I believe, the Gems version. And it still took a while, and it took almost entire 60 gigabyte flash drive. I mean, there's 1.7 megs or 1.7 gigs left or something like that. Oh, out of a 60 gig flash drive, there's 1.72 gigabytes left of free space. So you can see it is in the red. So it is literally right there at what will fit on a 60 gigabyte flash drive. Once again, you go to Arcade Punks and you look for the oh, damn it, I just forgot. Oh, Forgotten Worlds, and it's a ATARASHII. I believe that's the person that created it, and this version is Gems. Now I'm going to try to bring my phone over here so you can see my laptop over here and what I'm doing. Hopefully I can get everything in. If not, I apologize. Now you see here I have my docking station with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. It is hooked up to my laptop. Now let's see if I can get any of this in. This is another version of Forgotten Worlds. This is the ATARASHII Max version. I hope I can get that in to where you can see it. If not, I really apologize. Forgotten Worlds ATARASHII Max, or it's ATARASHII 2 or whatever. I believe it's ATARASHII. I apologize for butchering the name. This has been going for over 2 hours. Putting this on that hard drive over here. That is a 500 gigabyte hard drive. This is the Forgotten Worlds Max, and it still has 2 hours and 15 minutes to go. I hope you can see it. So, very, very big downloads. Much like the Coinops, but the sound is much better on this. And I have found less errors on these versions which say Forgotten Worlds. Now, unfortunately, I cannot go to their website while I'm doing this. I do not have an antivirus installed on this laptop. And even though I have like Google Chrome, it's only set for updating certain programs and stuff. And I'm just using Windows Defender. But let me see if I can find it. Eject this. This has old version of Windows 7. Let it connect. Okay. I will try to tell you where to go, and hopefully you can see it. Yeah, I know Windows 7, da da da. Type in Coinops. I believe it's one word, or Coinops for PC, whatever. Arcade Punks. Yeah. I'm not disabling. Damn it. I apologize. They're making me disable my ad blocker. That really ticks me off. And I'm trying to remember. Alright, you go to the Coinops, right? And then Forgotten Universe or Forgotten Worlds. And I believe it is the Forgotten Worlds. Forgotten Universe is add-ons, I believe. Forgotten Worlds. Right here. Now, they do have some add-ons here you don't need. Look, you may want to install these later if you can figure out, how to set everything up on a hard drive. You can set this up on your own hard drive on your computer to get it to run straight off the hard drive if you want to do that. But if you want it to be portable, you need it to be on a flash drive or something, external hard drive or something you can take with you. But remember, if you're taking stuff with you, you still need to take a controller. So go to Coinops, which is Arcade Punks. Right here, Arcade Punks. Go down to Coinops. Over here, go to Forgotten Worlds. And which I already did. It's already on Forgotten Worlds. And you can see Coinops, Forgotten Worlds, ATARASHII, new Coinops for PC. This was made August 6, 2023. Coinops, Forgotten Worlds Legends for PC, Standard, Max, Micro. Coinops, Forgotten Worlds 2, Reborn. Coinops, Forgotten Worlds Reborn. You will have to go through and find what is best for you. They have a Dreamcast add-on. They have all kinds of add-ons for this. Alright, here's Coinops Forgotten Worlds 3 Gems. So let's go to a Coinops. Let's go to Coinops Forgotten World Reborn. Okay? Now some of these you're going to have different ones you can choose from. Alright, see this says it will take just shy of 20 gigabytes. But you would really need to use Usernet or torrent. So you're looking at a pretty long download on Usernet, and I believe you have to pay for that. Let's see if I can find the one I want. Alright, this one I believe is one of the ones I'm working on over here. Coinops, here's Forgotten Worlds Legends. The micro is 16 gigabytes. Now, I have not been able to get the micro to download. Forgotten Worlds Legends, I have been able to download this one. And Forgotten Worlds Legends Max, I believe I've got that to download. Let's see if I can find the one I'm looking for. I believe this is the one with the gems. The one I showed you. Yeah. System requirements on gems: Vista or newer, Microsoft Visual CC 2015, x86, and DirectX 9. Here's the difference between the gems and pack. The packed edition. Gems has the fewest games. The Gems Plus, which I believe, I'm, excuse me, my knee popped. I'm downloading not downloading. I'm doing a Forgotten Worlds Max over there. It is huge. Let's see. You can also join Discord if you need to talk to one of them to try to help you with setup. Okay, to change your default controls, you can do that. Alright, let's go clear down here. I think this may be the one I'm doing. Yeah. This could be the one I'm doing now. So like I said, you really want to go for Forgotten Worlds. The one from now I can't think of the name. Alright. This one right here is what I'm doing now. Alright. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And you can see it's taking up, it's 74 gigabytes. Now I have downloaded the one that is gigantic. It is like 200 something gigabytes. I've checked some of these. The one I'm doing now, it was seriously huge. It was 120 or 130 gigabytes over there on that my laptop over there. And it's still got 2 hours and 4 minutes to go. Alright, anyway. If you're having problems with the sound, then that's an issue. It could be your sound driver. It could even be your video driver if you have NVIDIA. It can be anything from DirectX to, you know, numerous things. Your sound card installed. If you're using onboard sound, it could be numerous things. The Forgotten Worlds, let me close this, plug this back in. Now the Forgotten Worlds seems to work much better with the audio. This is Forgotten Worlds ATARASHII Gems version. And once again, this is a pretty small version and before it's extracted. It like doubles, sometimes even triples in size when you extract it on some of these. They are really big. Each one of the files is 700 plus megabytes. And if you have 190 RAR files, that's 190 times 700. 700 megabytes. That tells you how many megs that is. Once it's extracted, it's going to be huge. Like I said, this one is on a 60 gigabyte flash drive. And it takes up almost every smidgen of space on this. This is somebody's favorites and somebody's Street Fighter on Capcom. I'm not interested in that. Let's see. Filter focus, sorting. Like I said, this one has some error to it that I believe is direct input, which would mean it is missing a DIL file, the X input DIL file. on your computer. I know I don't have it on here. Let's pause that until I get you a game going. Oh, wait, was that? Yeah. I remember that game. Like I say, a lot of these are really old games. In a lot of cases, if you want to play these games, in most cases, it'd be simpler and take up a lot less space to install them actually on your hard drive itself. But if you want to take them with you to have them to play on other people's computers without having to install anything, this is the way to do it. I really don't know much about the Star Wars games here. I sucked at Punch-Out. And the controller seems to work better on this version than on Coinops itself. Get out of my way, you dweeb. I really suck at games. I really do. Ah. And like I said, I really stink at these games. It's been years since I've actually played. Okay, as you can tell, the sound is much better. Than it is on Coinops. On the regular basic version of Coinops, Legends, or anything else. Valid memory, read-write access. Program's unstable. Of course, I closed the program out. Hit OK. You're fine. Don't worry about that. So, that's a much better version. If you're wanting to take games with you, the sound is much better. I went through all the Coinops games that I have on the flash drives. The sound was all glitchy. Some of the games are kind of glitchy. So, this is the way to do it if you're going to do it. Let me get back to where I was so I can get your username right. SirArjun. This video was made for you. And you asked about more stuff like Coinops, so I went through several things. I do have several versions of the standalone Coinops. I have everything from PSP, PS1, even Dreamcast. And unfortunately, they all have the same glitching issue with the sound. A couple of them have issues with the X input, which is in DirectX. Depending on what you're trying to run it on, it may or may not work correctly for you on a 32-bit system. It may or may not work correctly for you on, of course, it's not going to work on Linux or even a Mac, because these are exe files for Windows. But once again, I hope this helps you make a choice if you want to download one of these and try one. And this over here still says an hour and 56 minutes installing it on this hard drive over here. Now remember, you can install multiple things on a single flash drive or hard drive. If there's any space left over here on this hard drive, once this is done, I will download another version and see if I have room to install that too. A lot of these have the exact same games on them, so it's not like you're gaining or losing much of anything by downloading different versions and trying different versions. Just remember, you need Windows. You may get some errors such as X input, or the sound is going to be glitchy. I have found that it doesn't matter what I play these Coinops things on, the sound is glitchy. The only one that is not glitchy is the Forgotten Worlds ATARASHII. So far, that is the only one that has not been glitchy like that on the sound. The sound's really bad. But if you can play with the sound off, you know, like in a car or something like that, where you're going down the road, you have a kid wanting to play something, that's fine. You're not worried about the sound. Then you can actually put a whole lot of different games on different flash drives and have a whole bunch of stuff. Just remember, these things are gigantic. And I mean they are. For the few games you get on a lot of these Coinops systems, you are taking up a lot of room. And they don't have a massive amount of games on a lot of these. But they are portable. Just remember, you have to take a controller with you. I already showed the other controller. Now, the only reason I have Sega, Genesis, Game Gear on one flash drive is because the cheap Super Nintendo controller I have will work with that. Those game systems do not need a joystick. And then I have N64, which really does need a joystick for some games, but you can get away with using a D-pad. NES, which never came with the joystick like that, and Super NES, which did not have a joystick as far as I recall. So, cheap Nintendo 64 controller will play the Sega, Genesis, Game Gear. It'll play Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and in some cases, in most cases, it will play the N64 games that are on the Coinops systems. Remember, you have to download it for the PC. The standalone versions, you can download and try them yourself if you like. They also have Atari 2600, which I do have, but playing most Atari 2600 games without a joystick is going to be a royal pain. Some games, yes, you can do it. Like, I don't know, if Dig Dug's on there, you can play that. Joust, possibly without a joystick. Star Master, you really need a joystick for that. Chopper Command, you can play without a joystick. Defender, you can play without a joystick. So there are some Atari games you can play without the joystick, because Atari was a big ass joystick and one button. You know, if you've ever seen an Atari 2600 console, you know that. Now, I do apologize for the length of this. I did not want to make this a long video. But once again, this is for SirArjun. This video is made specifically for you, and maybe this will help you decide. If you cannot see everything clear, I do apologize. My phone is a good 2 feet away from my laptop here, so I will have to apologize if you can't see anything. But I did show you the different versions. I did try to say basically what they are. All standalone versions I have discovered for Coinops have sound glitches. Even the Legends and other versions of Coinops have sound glitches. Your computer, your laptop may work better than mine. I can't say. But the Forgotten Worlds stuff seems to work much better, including the emulation, and the sound seems to work much, much better on the Forgotten Worlds. So when you go to Arcade Punks, go to Coinops, look over here, double click it, make sure it stays on Coinops. On the left hand side there's a list, go down to Forgotten Worlds, and then there's a whole list of stuff you can choose from. Something there are still sources for on torrents, some things there are not. You will just have to try and see which ones you can get for your area. Some things you can direct download, but if it's like not Usernet, I don't know about Usernet, but I know they have another download place there that you actually have to pay for because it's too big to download under free. So anyway, I hope this helps you out. I hope you could see everything. If not, I really apologize. SirArjun, I hope I said your name correctly. If not, I do apologize. Alright, this video is 50 minutes long. I hope this helps you out. You want another video or more stuff like that content on the Coinops, I thought I would go through the disadvantages of most Coinops systems that you can download. In a lot of cases, you have really bad sound glitches. But the one thing I did find that plays much better with better sound is Forgotten Worlds. But they can be pretty big. It can take hours to extract them onto a flash drive or a hard drive. So take that into account. And you can see there was quite a few games on it. Some you may like, some you may not. But anyway, that's it. I do apologize. 48 minutes. SirArjun, this video is for you. And have a good day or night, wherever you may be. Bye.